Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Hey guys, my name's Kenan. I'm the Dungeon Master of Top of the Round. We are an original and fully produced sandbox-style D&D 5e actual play podcast that prioritizes roleplay and storytelling. Come with us to Ishnar, a dark world filled with secrets, history, and lore.
Wait, are people listening to us? Hi, people.
Where are the people?
I don't know.
I don't see them.
I don't see them either.
People.
Where are they?
Oh my god, we have to find them.
My crossbow is ready.
Are you sure we need to find these people? Or will they find us?
Show yourselves.
I'm not sure how I know this, but you can find us where you find podcasts? Whatever those are.
Mondays?
What day is it?
Don't know.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. Where we left off, Hound tried to snatch a bag, well, it did snatch a bag from Victor, and the bag full of bones, of Bowman's bones. And that sounds like the
Bowman's Bones.
Like a rib restaurant, Bowman's Bones.
Yeah, at least he wasn't named Boneman.
Yeah.
That would have been too on the nose.
Then Aleister, I'll let you explain what happened there, because there's a little bit of correction.
Yeah. Something that I had totally forgotten about in all of this.
Retcon!
We'll not forget about going forward. But as I described, the tail like kind of elongates and reshapes to kind of a tentacle-like appendage that kind of stretches out to go and grasp the hound. But what I failed to remember / mention is that the tentacle is also flaming.
Ow.
But it doesn't burn.
Oh,
Like it just physically looks like a flaming tendril.
so it's just for like coolness points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like his eye is on fire, which I guess you can kind of explain how magic items work for. I don't know if you've explained before how magic items work for Dreamland's cats.
Terry
no, I
Bogard,
haven't
how would you describe that tentacle? Burning. What? Burning.
Burning. But yeah, so I hadn't really. So basically, for magic items for Dreamland's cats, when traveling physically between the waking world and the Dreamlands, you have the ability to actually meld magic items into your body, and when that happens, it actually makes a physical change on the cat to kind of coincide with the item. So in this particular case, the physical change is that green kind of flickering flame like eye.
So like Mega Man is what I said.
And then when he activates his tail, it's just flaming tendril, grabs, reaches up to 40 feet, can grapple. It's pretty, stretches pretty long.
So it can grapple, but can it make attacks?
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't like do damage.
Oh, okay.
Like it's kind of manifested as an attack, but it doesn't do damage. It just grapples.
It's vestigial, basically.
Well, I mean, vestigial implies that it doesn't do anything.
Well, I mean, but all the time though. But like it's not like, okay. Let me back that up. So the it's not like something that like happens all the time. Like it's not just like you just allow us to see it. It's just
Right. Like it's actually activating it and then forming, like morphing the tail like into that. Like it's not like my tail just is that and I suppress it so you don't see it.
Okay. What about in the Dreamlands? Is it something that's still like on command, or is it just like in the Dreamlands?
No, it's still
It works
on
like
command.
any magic item. Like
It's-
you
it's an-
activate the magic
Yeah,
item.
it's an activated magic item that does it.
Okay.
It's just melded into his body rather than it being a staff that does something.
Do you have a limitation to how long you can use it?
As far as I recall from
There's
looking
no-
at the thing, there's no
Yeah, there's no limitations.
there's no actual limitations. Like
Okay.
it's just as long as it can stay grappled onto something and I can reuse it as another attack basically.
And he can move freely while it's grappling something too.
Oh yeah.
Within 40 feet.
Okay. Why haven't? Never mind.
I mean, it's something that's not always necessarily useful because grappling in 5th edition isn't what grappling was
True.
in like other editions.
True.
Grappling in 5th edition is really just holding something in place. They can still do basically everything they could do otherwise. It just prevents them from moving.
I want you to remember this conversation when Victor becomes the monster magnet that he always has been. So we need to like pull aggro from at least one thing.
Because you're a monk and you're the only melee in the group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, back to the story. The last thing you heard was a hound baying in the distance after you all tried to interact with the hound that was wrapped up with Aleister's tail. And as you hear the baying in the distance, Aleister's tail went limp, and the hound disappeared.
Wait, it disappeared?
Yes, it disappeared.
Oh.
It just
gone.
poof, gone.
Okay.
So there's no longer a hound in front of us, just a
No.
bag.
Yeah, there's just a bag, but
Which you
Just-
actually
Yeah,
picked the
I
bag
picked
up.
the bag up. You're holding a bone from the bag that you wrote something
yes,
on.
because I was afraid that the bone was going to be taken.
And we're standing in front of the door of the detective
Holding
agency.
a bone.
Right. And I'm retracting my tail.
Yep.
And it's not on fire anymore.
Not on fire
Thank
anymore.
goodness. I think we should probably go inside.
I think that would be wise, yes.
I would also agree with this.
All right, so you head inside, and as you approach the elevator door, it opens up, and Manrose is there, and he's like, "Hey guys,
He never leaves it. He lives here.
Hello, Manrose.
hey Aleister."
So, we have a very important discovery, and we would like to speak with someone about it. I know that you said earlier you didn't believe that anybody would be in today, but this is of the utmost importance. So if anyone is here, even if they told you to say that they were not, we really need to see someone.
He's like, "Well, come on in. As a matter of fact, somebody has just arrived. Fiona."
Yeah,
Excellent.
Can you take us to see Fiona?
Of course. And he pulls out his key and holds it out in front of the panel opening. He presses the button, and you start going down.
Wait, so he holds the key in front of the... I'm trying to figure out how this elevator works.
It sounds like it's just like a...
So it's like is it like a badge fob where you have to like badge yourself
Yeah.
and then press the button?
it's like NFC.
I want my magic RFID badge isn't working. Can someone reprogram it? I can't get to my floor. Also, do we go up or do we go down?
You went down.
Okay.
Yeah, you went down. And it opens up to a room, and it's like a... there's different like specimens like of different like animals and strange beings like kind of in different spots, but they're enclosed in like glass containers and stuff like that. And Fiona's like, "Oh, welcome back. How y'all doing?"
Julian is immediately like aroused on several levels right now. Several levels.
"Oh, what brings y'all down here?"
Yes, Fiona. Fiona was Fiona again?
Yes,
Sorry.
Fiona.
Fiona, yes, of course. We happened upon a couple of strange occurrences on the way over here. One of them being a perfectly preserved skeleton wearing clothes at the time, and by no means any trace of what could have caused. We deemed it that the life form before was a furbog.
Bugbear.
Bugbear, yes, bugbear, of course. Sorry, I'm looking around at the specimens you have, and I'm very distracted. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought again.
The skeleton is a bugbear. It was attacked by some sort of hound that glowed green, and when the hound spoke to the bugbear, asked its name. He said his name, and then the flesh came off of him and was absorbed into the hound.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
Neither have we.
Julian walked off to go look at one of the specimens in the glass. And was like, "Yeah, it was really crazy." I'm trying to do it from over here, so it sounds like I'm across the room. So it's
yeah, that might work. It might work.
It might work.
Say it one more time.
Okay. That sounds
into the
fascinating.
microphone.
That sounds fascinating.
I can edit that.
He's got his face in one of the specimens.
Have you ever seen one of these things up close?
You see you see a dead moon beast, one of those toad-like creatures that you fought in the sewer.
Is it like alive? Is it
No,
like,
it's dead. It's dead. I said it's dead.
Is the dead moon beast alive?
No. I want it to be like that scene in Aliens where like the dude's getting like really up close to the facehugger, and the facehugger starts like trying to latch to his face and moving really fast. I want that.
But she's like, "Well, let me see those bones."
Oh yeah. Here you go. Julian, do you still have that other one?
Yes, I have the other one that I wrote on. Also, somewhere in the world, dancing and smiling.
Okay.
Them bones.
She's like, looks like these
Someone will
bones.
understand the reference.
Alice in Chains.
Oh, it's Alice in Chains. Shit. You're right.
She's like, well, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with these bones, but like, how long ago was he alive?
Just earlier today, a couple of hours at most.
How the hell?
I don't know.
That second part though, the hell part.
Hell?
Yeah,
oh,
hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you.
That's more where we're going with this.
So the hound just said, you said it was a hound?
Yes, Aleister knew what sort of hound it was, I think, or what a hound is better than I do.
Not the particular type. That's a little beyond my depth.
So like it looked like just a dog, or
Yeah,
Victor, I think you have the description better. Do you remember when you were telling us earlier about the texture of its skin?
Oh yeah. It had sort of a molten green glow to it, like it was very weird looking. I can't describe it very well.
so it wasn't like just like your old hound dog or
Oh,
anything
no.
like that. It was much like bigger, or
Yes, it was larger, and it had a strange green, like cracked skin with green light coming out of it.
oh man, yeah, I never heard anything like that. Yeah, I'd say try and find it. And what did it say? Like what you said? It said something.
It growled, "What's your name?" at the bugbear, and when the bugbear spoke his name, that's when his flesh started melting off and absorbing into the hound, and the hound grew.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, just don't say your name around it, I guess.
Yeah, we kind of gathered that part.
But yeah, I'll check out these bones. It might take some time, but I'll let you know what I find out.
Thank you, Fiona. Do you know if Alexander or one of the others might have any additional insight?
Not that I know of. And yeah, they're not here today.
Everyone needs a day off, I suppose.
Oh, they do not have a day off. I'll tell you that. They're pretty busy.
Well, we appreciate your help. We'll be back later to check in with you.
Do you need this bag?
No, you can keep the bag.
Okay. All right. I'll see what I can do about fixing it up.
Excuse me, Fiona. I would love to come back down here and look at some of the specimens you have on display. Is that something that's okay?
Yeah, like you want to do some like like to find out more about them?
Yes, please. Yes, in case we let's say we come across one of these hounds and manage to take it in alive. Can we use this space to kind of do some investigation on such a creature?
Oh yeah. Just make sure you keep them contained. And like the boxes, like the glass boxes, they got those gloves that you like stick your arms in so you don't like expose yourself to anything. She's like, I just don't like, just to be on the safe side, like this stuff may come back to life, and we want to like keep you from.
Is there another entrance into the agency in which I would want to bring a specimen, or would we need to go to the same elevator?
The elevator should be fine.
The elevator should be fine. Okay.
I mean, I can't imagine you'd be able to bring anything too big in here, and hopefully you don't come across anything too big.
It's a wacky wild world in Darkwell.
Yeah, you got a point there. Well, I'll get on these bones and find out see if I could find anything wrong with them, and I'll get back to you.
I would have taken a longer look. We were trying to get somebody over to a survivor from the attack over to the sanatorium, so we were trying to. I didn't have enough time to really look at it closely and find anything else of significance with them.
Okay, and that's all y'all got for me.
Yeah, thank you very much for your help, Fiona.
No problem. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, and let me know what happens with that hound.
I'm gonna take one long look at that moon beast. Is it like the same moon beast, or like slightly different than the ones we saw?
It's slightly smaller. It looks more darker. It's like a darker look to it, but that may be because it's dead, or it could be it's a different type or something. But yeah,
is there any like information on the tank? Like written down?
No.
All right.
Cool.
And then after do that, I'll head back into the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah, walk back to the elevator. There's not much else to do here.
All
except
right.
hope that they can't open a portal inside
Yeah.
and kill Fiona.
I'd be really upset. I want Adam to continue doing that voice for at least 5 more sessions.
Yeah, but then Julian can play with all the specimens by himself.
And I get to be the new head researcher.
You get to be the new Fiona.
Well, I'll have to fit the part and go back to that other voice I was using when I was trying to impersonate one Sheriff Boomstick. Feel like it's only fair.
All right, so y'all heading back up the elevator?
Yeah, we're heading back up the elevator.
Yes.
Hold on. Y'all didn't take too long. Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Fiona really didn't have a whole lot of information.
It's
at
none
the
of my
moment.
business.
Yeah.
I'll take you up. You want to go back to the main floor?
That is a very good question. Do we want to go back up to the main floor and digest what happened, or do we want to go back out and see if we can find anything else?
Well, I think at this point...
I know you want to take a nap. That's a given, but let's go a productive way. Also, the sun's not out on that nice spot that you picked out, so I don't think it's going to be a good time for you to nap.
Yeah, I'll say whenever y'all were dealing with the dog, like it was dusk.
Oh, okay. So
it's actually pretty late.
Yeah, it's pretty late now.
Oh, okay.
It took y'all a lot of time dealing with the stuff in the town square, dealing with the Dreamlands cats and the clinic. It took a pretty good amount of time from the day, so it's getting dark.
Well, in that case, perhaps it's time for a proper sleep.
Yeah, I'm pretty worn out.
Very well.
Well, while y'all were talking to Fiona, there was something scratching out by the front door.
You didn't happen to leave the elevator to see what was scratching at the door, did you?
Not my job.
That's right. Leaving the elevator is not his job. Well, I suppose that I'll have to check it out in either case because I will not be staying here.
Oh yeah, that's right. You sleep at a different spot, so
Gonna make us fight the Hound because you don't want to stay overnight.
Oh, we could just go upstairs. He's the only one who has to get out of the building. I don't know. I think I could go for a long hot bath. Do a little bit of reading before I go to bed.
I gotta pick between these two guys again.
Hey, as long as if I get a glass of warm milk and do stretches for 20 minutes, I'll get a solid 9 hours of sleep and sleep like a baby.
Aleister, are you sure you want to go outside? It might be one of those hounds.
I think if push comes to shove, I'll be okay.
All right.
I think the least we could do is at least see you out.
Yes, so, Manrose, if you could be kind enough, please drop us off at the front door.
Oh, of course. Main floor.
You might want to shut the elevator door.
All right. It was going to shut anyways whenever y'all walked away. Have a good night.
That's how doors work, Victor.
I'm just trying to look out for him.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure he's the most safest out of anyone in this entire town.
All right, so y'all heading out the front door? Yeah. All right, so you get out the front door, and you notice that there is some scratch marks on the door, and there's muddy paw prints, dog prints. It was like pacing outside the front of the building. And then you see the paw prints where they came in and out, and they head down the street to the south.
You guys up for following these footprints?
It's literally a trail of breadcrumbs.
And Aleister does have a good scent of the hound. It's similar to the one that you had wrapped up in your tail.
Similar, but not the same.
It's almost identical, but yeah.
So like I perceive a difference, or I'm just not sure.
You're not sure.
Okay.
But it smells like a dog, and you can't really tell the difference between it and the other dog.
Okay.
But you have a scent trail, as well as muddy paw prints.
Well, I think I'm up for a little escapade before going to sleep.
And we have all our equipment on us?
Yeah. Because, at least I've been walking around with everything.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm concerned about what these things might do to people.
All right. So y'all follow?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
So you follow the trail to the edge of town, and it's south end of town.
How far did we go?
This is out of our jurisdiction. We go home.
No.
Just like good cops.
It's to the outskirts of the town. Like you're in the lower Moorborough. It's closer to the south of town. So like maybe 6 blocks to the edge of town to the south from the detective agency. And the trail keeps going out of town.
Is there any are the footprints more faded as we keep following them or anything? Or they look a little bit different?
Yeah, or is it just at some point they end and Aleister's still following the smell?
Yeah, Aleister's still following the smell at this point. You notice that there is some disturbance in the grass. Just slight disturbances. You don't know if it's the hound or anything else, but you notice that there is something that made its way through this direction.
And when we say disturbance in the grass, you see the grass is moved or something like
some
that,
of the
or
grass is
stepped on.
matted down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's not extremely tall, but yeah.
Well, my interest still seems to be piqued, so I think I'll keep going this way.
I'd rather us see if we can find this creature than this creature find us later.
Yeah.
Especially on the way back.
Yeah, the scent might dissipate before the morning.
You followed this trail for about 45 minutes, and you come to a tree line where a forest is, and the trail's still, it's going into the forest. On the time that you were traveling, it got overcast, and it looks like it's going to rain soon.
So we're an hour away from
Town.
our home.
Yeah.
In town. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Aleister still has a scent, but y'all can give me a survival check to see if you see a trail.
Okay. Survival, I rolled a 12.
15.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. Well, Aleister and Victor notice a trail, and it looks like it's like a fairly often used trail, and all you see is just like a trail of small enough for a dog. Like the path is really small, but like you can walk through it, but the trail on the ground doesn't cover a very large area.
So it looks like things have been, a dog or something like that has been running along like a track in a backyard where a dog would just run in the same spot. Okay.
Yeah, through the woods, and it goes into the woods.
There's a pretty beaten path right here. Looks like it might have been made by something about the size of a hound. You guys ready to go into the woods?
No.
So I suppose it leaves us with a choice, because if it's this rundown, then it means that this is a path traveled very often, which means that if so desired, we could go back, get some sleep, and come back during the daylight.
It's not a bad plan.
Yeah, is there any kind of like, is there like a tree nearby that I can mark a tree so if we came back here, we knew which way to come back?
Yeah, if you want to mark a tree, you can.
Okay, let me see if I can magically mark this tree.
There we go. Can you make it?
No, because I'll go to sleep and the magic will go away. Shit. Oh, well, hold on. Let me make sure. I always...
Could I bite the tree and...
Bite the tree. No, disregard what I said.
I have claws. I could
Bite
just
tree.
make a big X on it or
Yeah,
something.
you could if you want. Yeah.
You bite the tree, and now you have memories of just standing really still.
Yeah.
and growing large and loving the sun.
Praise the sun.
So you scratch the tree.
Yeah, and unless we think that this is a place where we could just find it again. Like, I mean, is this
you
the
might be able
path
to.
that we followed?
I mean, you didn't really have a real made out path or anything like that. It's you crossed a stream at some point and everything like that.
There's no time limit on it.
You're not near a road.
There's no time limit on stuff that when I write on services magically.
Okay.
So I'm going to literally take out a pen and then lick the tip of my tongue, and then I'm going to write, and it's going to like magically kind of etch onto it. It's going to say, "Hound was here.
Okay.
Come back here tomorrow."
You're leaving a note for yourself?
Yes.
You'll know what the note says. Just make an X or something.
Just let me do this. Just let me do this.
I like how we're going to get here tomorrow, and it's going to be like, Hound was here. Come back
we got to come
tomorrow.
back tomorrow.
Oh, and you see a lightning strike like light up behind you and back towards town and hear loud thunder, and it starts to rain.
Good.
All right. Well, we've got our spot marked, so we can come back tomorrow if need be in the daylight.
And I'll point out that there's enough tree cover to where it's not a lot of rain isn't getting through in the trees, but it is pouring heavy outside. So like your hour walk back home, you would be completely like you're like if you step out of the tree line right now, you would be completely drenched in like a second.
Weather seems to have taken a turn for the worse. Do you think we should wait it out before we come back? I know it's really late, but
Has anyone got a tent?
actually checking that while we were.
Because I don't.
I have this handy app that tells me stuff that I have, and I have this thing called a
I've got this sheet of paper that I looked down on and it immediately knew the answer.
backpack that says it has adventuring gear, which I have a bedroll.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
And I have 1 day's worth of rations and a bunch of rope and a torch and a tinderbox so I could light a fire if we were going to camp out in the edge of town like hobos.
Edge of town. You're an hour.
No,
away
we're on the
from
edge
town.
of the forest.
Okay, edge of forest like hobos.
I don't know. I kind of think if we're going to wait it out, we may as well go a bit deeper into the woods to see what we can see.
Yeah, maybe we can find a clearing in the woods where there'd be enough space for us to camp for the night.
We don't really want a clearing. We want the opposite.
Well, just space to put our bedrolls in.
Okay, yeah. Clearing implies we
Can
just
you
get-
make like a magic
No.
warning system?
No.
Oh.
Actually.
I
hold
guess
on.
someone crosses a line and goes whoop whoop.
So you hear
Uh-oh.
the baying of the hound again deeper in the woods.
Okay, it's in the woods. Okay, so it's not close by. I do not have that ability right now, but I can have that ability.
in the direction that the trail is leading.
That does make sense.
So, shall we?
Sure. Not getting rid of that mess. The message is staying on that tree.
Okay. All right. So y'all travel until you find something. All right. So you travel for an hour into the forest, and you actually the trail ends right in front of this really run down, dilapidated, like looks like an abandoned hut in the middle of the forest. And
where the witch lives.
The like any source of the trail or anything just disappears. The scent just disappears like at this door, and it's a really shoddy looking door. Like looks really weak. Looks like it's barely hanging on.
Oh my. So, this has become quite the mystery. So many questions yet to be answered, like what happens in this hut that we found? Who might we find there, or what? And will I actually get wet? I mean, I don't want to get wet. I hate being wet. I mean, it's almost as if there were some unseen force that were guiding us this way, like some eldritch horror, worse even than the elder gods, that was trying to get us to go this deep into the woods in the middle of the night for some purpose, playing on my hatred of being wet and my curiosity, admittedly. Will I be able to get to sleep sometime tonight? I mean, I do so value my sleep. Will Julian ever get to examine a sample of the hound, as has piqued his interest so much? Or will Victor ever grow a backbone? Or will Manrose ever leave the elevator? Well, I suppose you should stay tuned to find answers to all of these questions, except maybe one, and more. Hopefully you've enjoyed listening. You can find links to all of our social media and episodes at microphonesandmonsters.com. As always, all music is composed by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios. Thank you for joining us, and here's to hoping you have a beautiful trip into the Dreamlands tonight.